Let me be clear. He is a couple blocks from where George Floyd was killed.
Yes.
So that means that this brother used the same corner store.
Yes.
This brother ran into the same police officers. He possibly went to the same schools.
Yes.
He encountered all of the same individuals in that area, but yet he was struck down as not his peer.
Juror number 76.
Not his peer. So who is a black man's peer? Who is the person that can stand up and get us justice? And that's the questions that we really need to start thinking about. Because it is about standing in the streets when the person is murdered, but it's also about getting in the streets during the trial to make sure that we continue to get justice day after day after day after day. So I'm charging all of you guys to stay in tune with what's happening. Pay attention. Tune in to Court TV. Post your feelings about the situation. Call up your people. Tell them to post their feelings about the situation. Because we need this system to know that we are watching. It's not just the Twin Cities. It's not just the state of Minnesota. It's not just the United States of America. But the whole entire world is watching this case. The entire world is watching this case. Now, I haven't traveled too often outside of this country. But I have encountered a lot of people that have come to this country. And one of the things that they want to say is so great about America is this democracy, this so-called democracy. And that this is the land of the free and opportunity. And this is one of those places that we're excited to get to, right? Because they could have opportunity. When George Floyd does not get justice after this trial, how is the United States going to look to the rest of the world? Is it going to look like that great democracy that they claim to be? This free world? No, because not all of us are free. Not all of us can just ride down the street. Not all of us can just go in a store and purchase something without accidentally being murdered. Or was it premeditated murder? We really have to think about these things, right? We really have to think about this. How are we showing up? So again, give yourself a round of applause for being here today because it's important. It's important that you continue to show up. It's important that we have our eyes on justice. So before we get going, we have a few people that I'm gonna call up here because it's not just about what I think about justice. It's really about what does our communities think about justice and how do they feel about justice. So I met a young brother, his name was James. James, come on up here for me real quick. Now I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't know James personally, but I do know a lot of black men. I do know a lot of black boys. And I don't know James's story, but I know that James has had some of the same experiences, unfortunately, that George Floyd, Philando Castile, Jamar Clark, Thurman Blevins, I could go on and on and on to the harassment and the problems that black men see on a day-to-day basis. So I immediately said, brother, come grab this mic and talk to the crowd. Because again, it's not about me. It's about how our community feels. How you feeling, James? Tell them about it, man.
All right, well, tomorrow, really, Derrick lawyers, they're finna try to make it seem like George Floyd was wrong and try to make it seem like he didn't have nothing to do with his death. All right, really, we gotta open a statement. Tomorrow they gotta open a statement, but we got one too. We will stand on justice. We will stand and demand justice. Not only will we stand for our people, we stand together for our people. We'll fight for our people. We're gonna be here tomorrow. We're gonna be here the next day. We're here the first day. We're gonna be here forever. And we're gonna keep coming till they give us justice. And we're not gonna stop till they give us justice. We're here to demand it. We're here to stand on the promises that we said last year. No justice, no peace. And this is that promise. That's why we're here.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much, James. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Y'all, I want y'all to say the second part because that's what we're here for, right? No justice. No peace. Prosecute the police. No justice. No peace. Prosecute the police. No justice. No peace. peace. Prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. So, I actually am going to just kind of I'm waiting on a couple of organizers to show up, and I really did just want to gather folks together, start to get your energy up, start to get your mind thinking, really start to center you on the reason why we're here today. But I'm going to let our sound play for a few more minutes. We're going to occupy this space, remind them that we pay for this. We pay for this.
That's right.
It's a beautiful building, ain't it? There's so many things that we would do with that building though, right? There's so many buildings, so many acres of land that the government uses, that we put dollars into, that we could use differently. So I want y'all to really think about that as y'all listen to the music, about how we can start to shift this system from the beginning to the end, because it's bigger than just police brutality. There are things that lead up to police brutality. And when we think about all the millions of dollars that this system is using to do things like keep us caged out of buildings that we pay for, that shit ain't right.
That ain't right.
Say it with me, that ain't right.
That ain't right.
All right, thank you guys again for coming out. We'll be back with you in a minute.
How are we doing, everybody? Check into the stream if you're just tuning in.
I did, that's why I was like, why are you acting like that?
This is the All Eyes on Justice protest, rally, demonstration, and march. How you doing, everybody? Check in. I'm not going to be moving too far because then I lose my spot, because they're going to do some more speeches. This is downtown Minneapolis, everybody. We're outside of the Hennepin County Courthouse where the Derrick Chauvin trial begins tomorrow at 9 a.m. So this is a protest, demonstration, march in preparation for that. There is also demonstrations planned tomorrow afternoon, or in the late evening. I'll be providing courtroom streams during the daytime, and then I'll be down here in the late evening providing coverage of what's happening outside of the courthouse. But check into the stream if you're watching. Spam those likes. Say what's up. Where you guys tuning in from? Comment. City, state, country, wherever you guys are tuning in from. Let us know. Let the chat know. King Demetrius, say what's up to the stream.
What's up,
Listen.
Listen.
That's what's
hey,
up.
Check this brother out. This brother gets it in. Tell him your site, brother.
Mercado Media.
Oh,
that's
awesome.
right. Yep.
Viral. Brother, everywhere.
You got, hey, where are you? Where can they find you?
Yeah, Solidarity Respect. Y'all can find me on Listen Media USA. Thank you for listening to what we have to say. Here's what's happening in your neck of the hood.
Hey, that was a beautiful article too. I read that thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a good article about you the other day. Yeah, a lot of people read the article about King Demetrius the other day. That was really well done.
That was a well done article.
Oh yeah, it was. This is Phil Ward, everybody. Say hi to Phil. Move for Justice. We're out here. We're just waiting for more speeches to be made. Occupying space. How you doing? Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. Yep. How you doing? I'll get this one up. There we go. Now you guys can see more.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just saw you, so I came over.
So how you guys all doing in Minnesota? I'm checking in. I gotta pull up the Facebook stream. Share the stream if you guys haven't. It looks like we're being shadow banned on Facebook, so that's cool. It's going.
Good, how are you?
Thanks, Tara. Checking in from Milton Keynes, England. Awesome. We got somebody from the UK in the chat. Southeastern Minnesota. Indianapolis, Indiana. Goodness, help. Indianapolis, Indiana. Goodness. I wasn't ready to say those combination of words right now. I apologize. Hi from Minnesota. Hello, everybody. How's everything looking sound? Can you guys hear it? Tomorrow's going to be tough, guys. It's going to be really windy, but it's going to be warm. It's going to be near 70 degrees tomorrow, but we have a wind advisory. So what that means is even with my wind guard, it's not going to help. So the audio might be muted tomorrow outside at times if it's really bad. It'll just be quiet, but you guys, the video will still play. But yeah, we're under a wind advisory for tomorrow, so outside might be tough. Arizona sending love. Hey from Kentucky. Those that are asking for the King Demetrius article, if one of the mods could post that link is okay. Post the King Demetrius article that we were talking about. Portland in the house. What's up, John? Looks and sounds good. Share the stream, guys, if you haven't. The wind poof. No. Watch Riot Heart get an interview. No. A little rusty. I haven't done an interview in a minute. Perfect. Also, guys, make sure you guys have live notifications turned on. To do that, exclamation mark notify on Facebook, just like that. You hit send, and then it'll let you get live notifications. You've already turned on live notifications, so that's another way to get notifications turned on Facebook. YouTube audience, I can see your guys' comments on the screen, so don't think I'm neglecting you. YouTube, hit the bell. Yeah. Share to your profile if you could. The groups, we are trying to avoid spam of the stream into our groups that we have. The Snack Squad groups and the supporter groups. If you guys could help the mods of those groups out by just sharing to your profile, that'd be much appreciated. So again, guys, downtown Minneapolis, if you're just tuning in, we're outside the Hennepin County Courthouse. That's what it looks like, where the Derrick Chauvin trial begins tomorrow. Opening statements begin at 9 a.m. Central Time. You can find the courtroom streams here on Mercado Media. For a moderated chat, of course, it's on Court TV. It's going to be on every news imaginable, but we have a moderated chat and try to provide information on screen that the news doesn't and can't. So that's an option for you, but if not, of course, I'll be outside anytime there's a demonstration or a march or anything happening outside, boots on the ground type happenings. I'll be out here. Wisconsin's in two, yep. No. Like the video if you haven't. It helps. It's easy. Thank you, Svea. How you doing? What's up, Sam? The mainstream news is like staying in the hotel around the corner, so they're all pulling up now because they hear a commotion, I'm sure. It's a beautiful day today, actually. It's not bad in the sun, I'll tell you that. Oh no, huge. Nice. Nice. That didn't click at first. That didn't click at first, so I think. Oh, that's all that matters, right? Yeah, the shade is tough. So again, guys, just kind of waiting for some more people that are going to be making some speeches to show up. And then beyond that, there's a march planned. Are you going? Oh.
Busy?
I'm nervous for the process and what's going to be said in the media about George.
My parents every Friday through Sunday, and I was like,
I'm nervous about them saying like that. That's what I'm nervous about in terms of the media. And in terms of the end result, you know, I'm nervous about the jury acquits him.
Nice. So again, guys, downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm gonna pull up there. Excuse me.
It's definitely different.
Hello. Checking in from Superior, Wisconsin. I'm gonna do a walk then quick while we're waiting. Once I hear speeches being made, I'll walk back. So there's more and more people showing up. Show you guys kind of what it looks like around and out and about. What the barricades looking like. Streets open. So those of you that have seen any protests and demonstrations right here in the intersection, it's open right now. I hear some speeches.
It starts on the ground. I watched that from my seat. I was not at that rally. I was not there. And I can tell you there was not a whole lot of people there. But time after time, she has shown up. She has been consistent. She has been steadfast. And she has been focused on justice. And so last summer when George Floyd was murdered, it was already vibrating in the air. People had already got everybody going. We had had conversations. We had talked about what justice looks like, what justice feels like young people grew up watching folks take to the streets, and people showed up in thousands. That's what movement building is. So I want to personally thank Monique for constantly showing up. I want you guys to give her a round of applause for constantly showing up. Because I promise you, in 2015, George Floyd's death would have got swept under the rug. Who knows who Tysel Nelson is? Yeah, see that? One hand went up. One hand went up. That was a brother that was murdered by the Minneapolis PD. Nobody knew about it because it happened before 2015. Now we know a lot of names, right? So give her a round of applause. Monique Colors-Jordan.
That's too much about me. This is about George Floyd and justice for all. So I'm thanking you for being here and coming out. Shout out to the media who's here, but I want the media also to understand that while we're here today, that we have people who've been arrested standing up for George Floyd who may have harsher charges and penalties and fines and sentences than Derrick Chauvin himself. So we have to remember those 646 plus who were arrested and kettled on 94 in a peaceful demonstration.
Yes.
Drop those charges.
Yes.
We want to remember the 50 people in Minneapolis kettled following the Breonna Taylor verdict. Drop those charges.
Yes.
We want to remember the people that were arrested right here downtown on New Year's Eve. Drop those charges. We want to remember the people who were arrested in Oakdale outside of Derrick Chauvin's house.
Yes.
Drop those charges.
Yes.
So we have to remember those who are standing up. Those who still have to continue to live their lives, deal with this crooked judicial system while we continue to stand up for George Floyd. So let's remember everyone. Those who are in the streets, those who have been arrested, those who have been hit with so-called rubber bullets. We have a reporter who lost an eye, another one shot in the jaw. We had some serious injuries that were completely unnecessary. So as we move forward with protesting for George Floyd, media and everyone, please call out the aggressive and unnecessary actions of law enforcement here in the Twin Cities. This is not just one single incident. This happens time and time again. And just as Derrick Chauvin put his neck on George Floyd while the cameras were rolling, the police here do not care and will still send out a false narrative in spite of video and photo evidence. So I want to also say, for those 646 of us who were kettled and arrested, we have to remember, there were people who were not even on the freeway who were victimized.
Yes.
People who were trying to document with film and photos and just standing in support, who were beaten, nearly trampled by a horse, who were maced.
Yep.
We have to remember those windows that were broken out of cars that were just peaceful people who were just in their cars supporting us. We have a very violent system here, and it is completely integrated into our judicial system, and that's why we have to continue to be out here for George Floyd, because if he doesn't get it, we will shut it down. If
That's
he doesn't
right.
get it, it'll be more than just shut down.
That's right.
So just as we stood when he was killed, we have to remember we're going to stand with that verdict if we don't get what we want. If George don't get it,
Shut it down.
shut it down. If George don't get it,
Shut it down.
it's gonna get effed up. We just have to be honest about that, what's happening here. We cannot take anymore. We have a chat. Fired up, can't take no more. We're fired up,
Can't take no more.
We're fired up,
Can't take no more.
we're fired up,
Can't take no more.
we're fired up,
Can't take no more.
we're fired up.
Can't take no more.
That's right, that's why we're here. We're tired of this system, this crooked system. We gotta make change. And it doesn't come easy. It takes sacrifice. It always has. You're sacrificing your time to be out here. So we sincerely thank you for your continued support. Thank you so much. Twin Cities, BLM Twin Cities Metro. We love you. That's right. Okay, Chantal, our next speaker is that DJ with Twin Cities Coalition. I love DJ. Literally, when I say I love DJ, I honestly love DJ. I organize with TCC for Jay, and you may have seen him out early in the George Floyd days in this Spider-Man hoodie.
Yeah.
And we just, yeah, he stood out. He's a superhero, actually. He really is. He speaks, he gets it in. I call him my nephew, he calls me auntie. This is truly a protest family out here. So DJ, let's just hear from you what you have to say, because always, this is an intelligent brother right here. I'm just in awe every time you speak. Love you.
Thank you. So I just wanted to welcome everyone to the war zone, you know. Used to be our downtown area.
Yeah.
Before the fencing and the concrete and, you know, all the, you know, barbed wire? Yeah, barbed wire. So they thought it was a joke, right? They don't be taking our chance. Serious, right? Because when we said no justice, no peace, we need to make sure he gets convicted. Well, we got 3 more killer cops to go. We need to get CPAC through. We need to end immunity, right? We have so much shit to do. We got to get the cops, we got to get systemic change, we got to get everything, okay? And we got to make sure we get this justice, and they don't try to trick us, right? Because they keep talking about the trial of the century, right? Usually trials of the centuries are like things that are like in the middle, you're like controversial. What's controversial? We all saw the video. What the fuck is controversial about this shit? What y'all think? You think he guilty?
Yeah.
Someone say guilty. Someone say guilty.
Guilty.
Someone say guilty.
Guilty.
So we need to realize we need to get some fucking justice. We need to stay out here. We need people to realize. We need people in the courts to realize. We need people in the county. We need people in the state legislature to realize. We're gonna be out here until justice gets served.
That's right.
And everything they fucking do will be watching.
That's right.
As a community, as a nation, and as the fucking world. And they're going to do the right thing, and we're going to force them to do the right thing, okay? Because this is what community looks like.
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 This is what unity looks like.
This is what community looks like.
This is what unity looks like.
This is what unity looks like.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
Also, I'm with Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar. We're trying to get CPAC through, and that's going to actually give us systemic change. We've got our own amendment that's going to go against Yes Minneapolis, and so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get CPAC. So if anyone who is a Minneapolis resident who wants to help support us and get it on the ballot, go ahead and sign our petition. We have several people in the crowd. If the CPAC people can raise their hands.
Yes.
So if you just go up to one of these people, they'll be able to actually help you sign up for CPAC, okay? Because remember, it's about getting justice, but it's also about getting systemic change. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah!
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Almost. There we go.
Sound effect.
Oh, Trey Cruz, Black Lives Matter, Minnesota. I understand you're out here. Trey Cruz, to the microphone.
Yeah, he's here. He's here.
This sounds like God, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Don't get too close.
When I say Black Lives, you say matter. Black Lives
Matter.
Black Lives
Matter.
We got Trayvon Cruz, co-founder of Black Lives Matter, Minnesota, a true community organizer, far beyond just police accountability. This man who's organized like national nights out for Frogtown, community gardens, so that the people there learn how to grow fresh and healthy food for them, bring to their table, just farm to table. He does a radio, a weekly radio show. What's the station? WFNU.org. Okay, bringing attention and awareness to the critical issues that are taking place. He is also the National Vice President of the National Reparations Committee of the Green Party. He is doing work for the people tirelessly and effortlessly. Thank you for being out here, Trey Hearn.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Say his name.
George Floyd.
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 Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
Give a big shout. Give a big round of applause for Monique Kohler's Dottie. Give a big round of applause for all the activists and organizers out here. Some of our, like Monique was just saying, some of the organizers are out here facing charges for practicing civil disobedience. So I just want to lift up all the organizers, everybody who's facing charges across America for standing up for justice. We've been getting a lot of flack sometimes for some of the work we're doing, but I say give these organizers and activists more money. If you haven't donated to them yet, please donate. They're facing charges, they need lawyers, legal fees, all types of things, and they put their lives on the line to stand up for stolen lives in vast prices. For 400 years, government has had its neck on the American descendants of chattel slavery, and a debt is owed for that. Last time we were here, we were talking about Lady Liberty, and one component we spoke about was the scales of justice. So she's holding scales, and scales are used to weigh the evidence. So tomorrow, we begin to start weighing the evidence against Derrick Chauvin, Tutau, I think his name is Lane, and one more officer, Chauvin. But we're also weighing the evidence against the United States government for 400 years of slavery, lynching, segregation, separate but equal, Brown versus the Board of Education, the lynching period, mass incarceration, and the war on drugs. And I believe that the scales are unbalanced and that the United States government owes a debt to the American descendants of chattel slavery. So tomorrow's just not about Derrick Chauvin. Tomorrow's about 400 years of oppression that Black lives have faced here in America.
That's right.
And we're going to be demanding justice. And people all over the world are watching and want justice for George Floyd and Black people in general in the United States. It's hard for the America to check China, to check Saudi Arabia, to check anybody else when they're treating us the way they treat us. When they're choking out 11-year-old kids, when they're punching innocent people in the face, when they're shooting unarmed people. America has a problem, and they can't talk to other nations about human rights without respecting ours. No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Thank you, peace.
Thank you so much, Trey Hearn. Thank you so much, Trey Hearn. Something about Trey Hearn, when he moves around, he's on the mics because he was a rapper. So that's ingrained in him from his years of performance with rap. So, are those our cards? Is that the train driver? Yeah. Oh, don't act like you don't know what's happening. We shut down trains and light rails all the time. Just stay away. You know how we do it. Don't act brand new. Just wait. If you keep complaining, we'll make you wait even longer. You have to back it up, get out, walk to the other end, and back it up. All right. So now we have Tashira Garroy Allen. Families supporting families against police violence. I only had a break so I was able to read her shirt. I mess it up every time. So, Tashira is just been on this year tirelessly.
So they got the light rail blocked.
11 years ago,
The light rail driver's mad. He's pissed, huh? I know, look at him. Are you going to the Capitol after this? Or are you going to the church? I'm going to the church after. So guys, so right now the light rail's blocked. The light rail driver's pissed. They got it blocked off. Yeah, he's pissed, yeah. I just gotta see what the next move is gonna be. The alley rail's blocked off. Shut down now.
We apologize for the inconvenience. Again, this train at Downton Center will not be departing. If you want to get out of downtown, head up to US Bank Station, where we will be flipping all trains. Right now, we do not have trains running through downtown due to a group of people on our railroad tracks. Thank you.
Well, that rail shut down.
They call low dog. They call low dog. kind of nervous.
Shut it down! Shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down! I want them to know that we will be shutting down. We won't be moving up on their request. They're not moving up on our request for justice for our loved ones. They're not moving when we're out here crying and pleading and begging and feeling for our loved ones and doing what we allowed to do. And they listen to the people that were out here hurting and going
until the train has stopped.
we wouldn't be going through what we're going through. A man would have lost his life and broad daylight urinated on himself, pleading for his mother. So why should we move for their funny little light rail? Why should we move for their convenience? When they inconvenience and hurt our entire lives. Why should we move? We will not be moved. About that, we will not be moved. Because enough is enough. Enough is enough. And that's why we're out here today. So I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for standing up for what you need. For coming alongside our families. Because we have a duty to fight for our freedom. Right, and we have a duty
public transit. Failure to comply may result in police enforcement.
and love and support our families. All power to the people. Thank you. Thank you.
So the light rail was shut down. That's the latest development out here. Speech is being made, and the light rail has been shut down. Driver physically showed his displeasure to it being shut down. So
He's been told to turn the train around. He is sitting catch the bus. Catch the bus. Oh, catch the bus. I see y'all. See y'all out here.
We're on the chat.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, and you?
March is going. All right, I might end the stream, guys, and start another fresh one right from here. So that way, the speeches and everything that happened can be on its own stream. All right. So we're gonna be moving into the street, it looks like, and a march is gonna commence, but I'm gonna start up another stream. Lioness says, "What's this all about now?" Are you kidding me? Goodness. This is Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Derrick Chauvin trial starts tomorrow. I don't know, it's been a pretty big deal for the last year. I don't know where you've been. Alright, so guys, I'm going to end this, I'm going to start another one. Alright? Especially since Tupac's playing anyways. Alright, see you in a second.
Judge, CSL, indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell.
Minneapolis,
we said
Minnesota.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No cops, no KKK, no racist USA. Said what? No cops? No KKK, no racist USA. No cops? No KKK, no racist USA. No cops? No KKK, no racist USA. Pick it up, no cops? No KKK, no racist USA. No cops? No KKK, no racist USA. Come on, y'all, no cops? We marching. No racist USA. No cops? No KKK, no racist USA. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. For who? For who? Say his name. 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 No. Say his name. What do you want?
The gate, when they swung the gate open, that's the one that fell.
Say his name! Say his name! I smell bitches! I smell bitches! I smell bitches! Put your middle fingers up in the air, all some of y'all right there. Y'all on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Say hands up, fuck you. 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 Hands up, fuck you.
All right, when I say National Guard, you say go home. National Guard. 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 Go home. AC. All right, here's a new one. I'm going to say GTFO, and you're going to say get the fuck out. GTFO. GTFO.
That's what racism looks like. Water cannons for swearing from Doug. That's what racism looks like, if anyone wants to know. Thanks, shout out Doug for giving an example of what racism looks like. Now you guys can see. There you go. If you want this to stop, ask people like Doug to stop being in existence. There you go.
No justice! No justice! Who's the enemy? 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 When I say red, you say jury. Red! 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 I believe that we will win. 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 I know that we will win. I know that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. One more time. Come on now. I believe that we will win. 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 All right, repeat after me. The world is watching. The world is watching.
Share the stream if you guys haven't.
The world is watching.
Derrick Chauvin's trial begins tomorrow, 9 a.m.
The world is watching. If we don't get no touchdowns, if we don't get no touchdowns,
We're rolling for the same thing.
if we don't get no touchdowns, we're set. They tired. They need to be fired. We're set. They need to be fired. We're set. They tired. They need to be fired. We're set. They tired. They need to be fired. We're set. They tired. They need to be fired. We're set. They tired. They need to be fired. We're fired up. Can't take no more. 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 Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots!
Minneapolis, Minnesota, you guys.
Boots on the ground! We're here to shut this shit down! Women! Boom! Boom! Boom to the motherfucking ground! We're here to shut this shit down! Boom! 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 Boom to the motherfucking ground! We're here! Down! Boom! Boom! Boom to the motherfucking ground! Hey! Down! Boom! Boom! Boom to the motherfucking ground! Stand up like that. When black exiles are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? Stand up like that. When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? Stand up like that. If George don't get it, shut it down. 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 If Justin Tigan don't get it, shut it down. If Justin Tigan don't get it, shut it down. If Justin Tigan don't get it, shut it down. If Marcus Golden don't get it, shut it down. If Marcus Golden don't get it, shut it down. If Marcus Golden don't get it, shut it down. If George 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 don't get it, shut it down. Ain't no justice in this town.
Bikers rioting against police brutality. That's the name of that bike club.
Mama,
I tried to get his jacket on there.
The police have got to go. They lock us up and shoot us down. Ain't no justice in this town. Go ahead, clap with it. Mama, can't you see? Mama, can't you see? What the system's done to me. They lock us up and put us down. Ain't no justice in this town. Ain't no justice in this town. Ain't no justice in this town. Mama, don't you know? The police have got to go. They lock us up and shoot us down. Ain't no justice in this town. 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 I'll repeat after me. Say, ain't no peace. Ain't no peace. Out in these streets. Again, ain't no peace. Ain't no peace. Out in these streets. Refuse to be defeated by enemies. Refuse to be mistreated by these police. There ain't no peace out in these streets. There ain't no peace out in these streets. Refuse to be defeated by enemies. Refuse to be mistreated by these police. Mama, can't you see? What the system's done to me?
That's where the Minnesota Vikings play, guys. US Bank Stadium. I haven't been here. Just get out of here, Sean. He's a Packer fan. He doesn't count. You give a thumbs down, but yeah, that's where the Vikings play.
Ain't no justice in this town. Ain't no justice in this town. Mama, don't you know? Mama, don't you know? The police have got to go. The police have got to go. They lock us up and shoot us down. They lock us up and shoot us down. Ain't no justice in this town. Ain't no justice in this town.
people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Say it louder. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. One more time. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. No good cops in a racist system. 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 For our unhoused neighbors, say no more cops for park evictions. No more cops for park evictions. No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. No more cops for park evictions. No more cops for park evictions.
Climbs the fence. He's Spider-Man.
We're here. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. I say the revolution, you say ain't nothing to fuck with. The revolution. 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 The revolution. The revolution. Revolution. Say you can't stop the revolution. Say you can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution. Say you can't stop the revolution. Say you can't stop the revolution.
Come on in and let's take over this intersection right quick. We just want to hold space right here. Look at this multi-million-dollar building our tax dollars paid for. Look at that multi-million dollars in a sport. But how much are we going to invest in saving black lives in the city of Minneapolis? We're going to take over this intersection and block these white rails. Because again, they invested a lot of dollars in building these trains so that they can make more money. Billions! But how much are we going to invest in black lives? Now I sit on the school board, I see a budget as a moral contract. When I look at my budget, I'm wondering how are we going to shift this budget so we can start educating black kids, because it is a moral contract. Because right now we have the city budget up, right? Like 12% is going to policing. I don't know how much money Minneapolis gets, but I know that's quite a bit of money going to policing. We need to be investing in the front end. We need to be investing in community control of the police. We need to be investing in public safety methods that support community and support neighbors, support one another. We need to stop putting our dollars into buildings and infrastructures and things that ain't gonna do nothing but set us up
That
for
picture
them
of
to
us
kill
in
black
the mirror.
people.
Bro, that shit's sick.
It's time for a change. So I wanted us to stop in this intersection and just take a minute to just breathe. Take a minute to just think about why we're here today and how things could be so much different. Take a moment and just really think about about George Floyd and his daughter and his family that loves him so much. And how much is his life worth? How much are the lives of the other black men that live in this Twin Cities and pay taxes? How much is their lives worth? So I want you guys to hold the system accountable. I want you to hold the police accountable. But I also want you to hold Gentrify accountable too. Because he's invested a lot of dollars in a lot of spaces that's really only setting us up to be murdered. We need to pay attention. Pay attention. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than just the surface of what we're looking at, right? I have to breathe sometimes and really just think about this. It's a lot. It's heavy. We have Miss Rosemary here somewhere. I thought she was going to come at this intersection and bless us. It's our beloved elder in the movement. She's coming. This is our beloved elder in the movement. When I say that, I mean she keeps us centered. And for a long time, since this movement has started, matter of fact, she's been at this long before some of y'all was born. Straight up. And it's really sad that people are being born and grown and then going to the streets, and then people are getting older and more people are being born and grown and going to the streets. For the last couple of years, I've had a lot of children that have been born, and every time I look at the newborn baby, I make this promise that they're not going to have to stand in these streets. We've got to commit to that. We've got to commit to the fact that justice is going to happen in this generation. That our young children will be able to go to school and get an adequate education. Our young children will be able to walk down the street and not be harassed. They can continue to keep their driver's license. They cannot be profiled. That they won't be pushed out of their homes from redlining and taxes and all these gentrifying things that are happening and causing people to lose their homes. We've got to stay committed to this. And I know a lot of folks think, if I do this all my life, then where's my life going to go? We've got to put our lives out there for that. Because the people before us, there was people that were doing it, but there's a lot of people who weren't. Dr. King was not as loved as he is today. So please, take the time to hold your people accountable around you. Ask them to show up. Ask them to hold everyone accountable in these situations. I'm going to give the mic to my beloved elder, Miss Rosemary Nevels. Because we can't do anything unless we understand where the people before us have been. Because we're just moving in a circle if we don't hear the voices of our elders. So everybody give Miss Rosemary Nevels applause.
Applause. You gotta be here. We gotta do this. Can't stop from the cradle to the grave. That's right. The justice is here for everyone. And I'm gonna say greetings. This is a holy week. It's very interesting. I thought about that. I said, here we are. The trial starting. And for the Christian community, this is the holiest week we have of the year. More holy than Christmas. And I said, love and peace to everybody, whether you're a Christian or not, because that's what this is about. This is a war against good and evil. Be real clear about that. And I want to thank the ancestors for the sun today, for everybody that's here, and I pray for protection. But don't be afraid. You can't, due to this violence, all this violence in our community. 70-year-old woman I just found out was killed on Franklin in Chicago. It makes no sense. But this is what the powers that be want us to do, to turn on each other. So if they take the focus on what they're doing, all these big ass corporations. If you got Blue Shield insurance, get rid of them. They supported Trump. Delta Airlines, don't fly their ass. They support the Republican Party. Know what's going on. Know where your money's going. Boycott Nike. They got some negative shit out here. They're getting ready to put a tennis shoe out that has real blood in it. What kind of shit is that? Okay? They make trillions off of our community. People are homeless and hungry. Are they building shelters? Are they building apartments for people? Are they trying to feed anybody? Boycott their ass. Get rid of them. Because this is all related. So many people have been killed, even before George. But he was an angel that brought things forward in the whole world. The young brothers and sisters in Senegal, Africa are fighting now too for their rights. Nigeria, all over the world, they're rising up. So be real clear, we are not alone. We are not alone. And don't be afraid. I'm 71, but I got to be out here. Chantel called me. I said, y'all didn't call me yesterday, but I got to be here today. We got it. And she just said, we don't want our children. This is one of my nieces. Her uncle was killed by Chauvin 2 years ago. That's before people were rising up. They were so drugged out they couldn't even think. But she's here today too. Standing up for her uncle who was killed years ago by the same man. He's killed more than 5 people. This is nothing that's just happened. But I'm so glad that you young folks are rising up. Rise up. Rise up. Stand. Stand for justice. Stand for righteousness. And we have a beautiful sister Diane from North Minneapolis. She has a song. I'm hoarse today, I can hardly talk. But it goes like this. And some of y'all know it, sing it. Because we got to sing as we fight to keep our energy up. Here it is, yes, tired, get up, sing. One day, we won't march no more. I said one day, we won't march no more. Till my sisters are equal and my brothers are free. Hand in hand with my family, we'll march in the streets. Come on, everybody. One day, we won't march no more.
The day gonna come when I won't march no more. But while my sister and equal and my brother can breathe, hand in hand with my family, we gon' fill these streets. Hey there, policeman, oh, I can't breathe. Hey there, policeman, I can't breathe. Man, Mr. Policeman, hey, I can't breathe.
Sisters are equal, my brothers are free.
The day gonna come when I won't march no more. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. Where my sister and equal and my brother can breathe. Hand in hand with my family, we gon' feel these. I need to see your mayor marching with me. Where the fuck is Jacob to march with me? Hey, Mr. Mayor, are you marching with me? Come on and join us as we fill these streets. Hey, the day gonna come when I won't march no more. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. But while my sister and equal and my brother can breathe, hand in hand with my family, we gon' feel these. Maybe tomorrow, when the people are free, maybe tomorrow we'll have equality. Maybe tomorrow we can truly breathe. Until then, I'll be with Miss Rosemary in the streets.
Yeah, okay. When I say Black Lives, you say matter. Black Lives.
Leon for constantly showing up. This brother did a banner today. He made all of these All Eyes on Justice posters. Give him a hand of round of applause. So I'm saying what he did today, but I met this brother years ago, and I've been seeing his images all through our movement, displaying our voice in the most beautiful way. And so I need y'all to give him another round of applause, because like I said, it's about the movement. It started out small, but we're growing. So thank you, Leon. Thank you. All right, you guys, we're gonna get ready to move again. I'm gonna pass this mic to a chanter. Where are we? Hey, here goes my wife.
Man. Okay, here's a good one. What is it? Oh, hold up, we want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops, we don't need them, Hey, hold up, we want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops, we don't need them, Hey, hold up, we want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops, we don't need them, Hey, hold up, we want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops, we don't need them, Again, hold up, we want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops, we don't need them, Hold up, we want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops, we don't need them, Say, bow down, Babylon, black people all up, and we ready. We coming, we ready, we coming. Bow down, Babylon, black people all up, and we ready. We coming, we ready, we coming. Bow down, Babylon, black people all up, and we ready. We coming, we ready, we coming. Hey, bow down, Babylon, black people. You say we ready, we coming, we ready, we coming. Bow down, Babylon,
Black people all up, are we ready?
we coming, we ready, we coming.
Bow down, Babylon, black people all up, are we ready? Bow down, Babylon, black people all up, are we ready? We coming. We ready. We coming.
Wall Street, Wall Street, Wall Street,
Our street.
Wall Street,
Our street.
Wall Street,
Our street.
Wall Street,
Our street. Whose street?
Wall Street,
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 Whose street?
Wall Street.
Whose street? Whose street?
People don't stop.
Listen.
Ain't no power like the power of people, 'cause the power of people don't stop.
Listen.
Ain't no power like the power of people, 'cause the power of people don't stop.
Ain't no power like the power of people. Say what? Okay, so when I say revolution, y'all think ain't nothing to fuck with. Revolution. Revolution. Revolution.
That guy had a statement to make, apparently. He made it. To like 4 of us.
Revolution. Revolution.
Oh, the license.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho. These killing cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. These killing cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Anyways, before that, Ferrari decided to show up.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, if you those that just keep remarking about the negative comments, for every negative comment you see, why don't you comment something positive? Comment a positivity comment, and then you'll drown out them, and then they'll leave. And then it's harder for the mods to go through comments if you respond to them, because then they get lost in a thread. So it's harder for the mods to ban or whatever we need to do. So just angry react to the comments if they're negative or if they're whatever, or personally block and don't engage, because it makes it harder for us to get rid of the people that come in and cause issues in the chat. So if you don't give them attention at all and you just let their comment be, it's going to be easier to filter out. Just angry react it and just let it be. While you're drawing more attention to them by whining about it. That's all I'm saying. Just leave them. We're working on it. We got a whole solid team of mods that work all the time, and that's all they're doing is watching comments. So let them do their job and just watch the stream. You're here to watch this. You're here to see what's happening in front of you anyways, not engage, not come in for a drama session in the comments. So watch what's going on, and if you're here for drama and just to cause issues in the comment section, you're in the wrong stream. Much appreciated, thank you. I have spoken.
Well, I think we the people, you better powerful. We the people. 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 All right, well, I think it's our duty because we're to fight for our freedom. It's our duty. 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 Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
Guy in the Ferrari wanted to make a statement. He flicked us off and then drove off.
Show me what community looks like. Show me what community.
That's what fragile egos look like. It's all right. We've seen a lot of that this year. Just another form of it. So again, guys, if you just joined, this is downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Derrick Chauvin trial begins tomorrow. Opening statements start at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Central Time. You can find the courtroom streams here on Mercado Media tomorrow morning. There is also demonstrations and protests planned tomorrow night and this evening, and I'm going to be live at downtown outside, boots on the ground as much as possible. So there's another event, a couple of events planned tonight. So keep an eye out even beyond this evening. And then tomorrow after the courtroom streams, about 5 p.m. Central Time, there's a big protest demonstration planned outside of the courthouse downtown Minneapolis.
Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Trans lives, they matter here. Trans lives, they matter here. Trans lives, they matter here. Women's lives. They matter here. Women's lives, they matter here. Women's lives, they matter here. Women's lives, they matter here. Native 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 lives, they matter here. Asian 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 lives, they matter here. All right, we're gonna learn a new one. You gonna recognize the melody. We're gonna talk to the pigs first, okay? Talking to the police. So everywhere we go, the pigs wanna know, who we are. So we tell them. Say we are the people. We are the people. The motherfucking people. The motherfucking people. Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. The pigs wanna know. The pigs wanna know who we are. Who we are. So we tell them. So we tell them. We are the people. We are the people. The motherfucking people. The motherfucking people. Say we are the people. We are the people. The motherfucking people. The motherfucking people. All right, now we're gonna talk to everybody else. All right, say everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. The people wanna know. The people wanna know who we fight for. Who we fight for. So we tell them. So we tell them. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Asian lives matter. Asian lives matter. Asian lives matter. Asian lives matter. Native lives matter. Native lives matter. Native lives matter. Native lives matter. Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. The people wanna know. The people wanna know who we fight for. Who we fight for. So we tell them. So we tell them. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Women lives matter. Women lives matter. Native lives matter. Native lives matter. Native lives matter. Native lives matter. Asian lives matter.
What's up? Yo, I got you, bro. We got
Asian lives matter. Asian lives back to the pigs. Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. The pigs wanna know. The pigs wanna know who we are. Who we are. So we tell them. So we tell them. We are the people. We are the people. The motherfucking people. The motherfucking people. Say we are the people. We are the people. The motherfucking people. The motherfucking people. Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. The pigs wanna know. The pigs wanna know who we are. Who we are. So we tell them. So we tell them. We are the people. We are the people. The motherfucking people. The motherfucking people. Say we are the people. We are the people. The motherfucking people. The motherfucking people. Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. The people wanna know. The people wanna know who we fight for. Who we fight for. So we tell them. So we tell them. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Native lives matter. Native lives matter. Native lives matter. Native lives matter. Say Asian lives matter. Asian lives matter. Asian lives matter. Asian lives matter. Trans lives matter. Trans lives matter. Trans lives matter. Trans lives matter. Say queer lives matter. Queer lives matter. Queer lives matter. Queer lives matter. When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? Stand up like that. When black lives are under attack, If George don't get it, if George don't get it, if George don't get it, if George don't get it.
Minneapolis, so we are unable to serve.
George don't get it. 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 Who shut this down? Who shut this down? Who shut this down?
Wolf Nev is restreaming this on Twitch. Who's that?
Who shut this down? 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 Who shut this
Again,
down?
just because you're on YouTube doesn't mean you don't. The same rules on YouTube apply. Don't engage or respond, and then they will go away. YouTube is the safe spot. But I see people engaging with the trolls. They're coming here on purpose because they know you're responding. They will leave. Don't let YouTube go. Listen, don't let YouTube fall like that. You guys have control over that, but not responding. They'll go away. So, to the wise, don't let YouTube come out. Some conservative. Oh, what else is there? Thanks, Andrew, for your payment, your donation. Thank you so much. Yeah, they're playing especially if they're the same tired arguments that you know is just going to keep going in circles. Don't even engage. Don't even do it.
The National Guard has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. National Guard has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. National Guard has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. National Guard has got to go. Hey, hey. National Guard has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. National Guard has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. National Guard has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. National Guard has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The National Guard has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The National Guard has got to go. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. National Guard has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. National Guard has got to go. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. If George don't get it, shut it down. 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 Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people
Keep your head on the swivel. And remember to show up tomorrow for justice for George, y'all. Justice for who? 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 Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
All right. All right. All right, y'all. All right, that's it for now. Give me a second so you guys can hear. Hard to hear over there. Hey, what's going on? Hello. Alright guys, that's it for today for downtown Minneapolis. I'm gonna be heading to a church. I can't go to it. Yeah. Alright, I'm Andy Mercado from Mercado Media. You've been watching Mercado Media stream. It's at the top, the property footage and the watermark. But that's it for here at the courthouse. Downtown Minneapolis. And again, tomorrow during the morning time, I will be streaming the courtroom live here on Mercado Media. So you can find it there. And then at 5 p.m. in the evening, Central Time, you can find there's gonna be a protest demonstration and I'll be outside streaming that. So make sure you follow the page, subscribe to the YouTube channel that we're streaming on. If you're watching through a restream, you know, try to come directly to the source and get around all that shit. So, all right, I'm gonna be live in a little while, guys, from a church. Al Sharpton is here, or is going to be here. So I'm gonna be ending this stream, and I'll be starting another one shortly. All right, see you guys in about 45 minutes. Take care.